Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Raptors. At small forward, number 42. At center, number 1. At shooting guard, at the other forward position, Tavion. At the other guard position, Larry Sanders. The head coach of the visiting team is Nick Nurse. Starting at the other forward position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 42, Emmanuel Gomez. Starting at point guard, standing 6 foot 2, number 12, The other guy, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 9, Nelson. At the center position, at 7 foot 3 inches, number 98.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic has a signature move. A wrong foot fadeaway jumper dubbed the Sombor Shuffle after his hometown. Jokic said, I twisted my left ankle and it was painful to jump off of both legs. I started jumping off the right leg and the ball was going in. And I said, maybe I can use this. Kevin, it's been working. Back to you.
It has been unstoppable. David, thank you. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. And for Milwaukee, Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Here's Madsen. To the inside. Dickerson. He's off on that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. There's a good screen. Pass to Gomez. An easy 2 points on the lane.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Now here's Sanders. He's tightly guarded. Latrey connects from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
For the 3. The second chance effort. Out of hand on it. From 17 feet out. And that one is hammered home.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Lock at 6. Well, we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
The first one falls.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
And he makes both free throws.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the right side. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again. Just need to push all the right buttons.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw tonight.
Number 1, shooting 1.
Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Now, here is Nelson. Passes it to Gomez. Back to Nelson. Six on the shot clock. And it's Toronto with the rebound. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Madsen, drew the foul, almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Second team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
And he hits the first of 3.
And Smitty, in that 21-22 season, DeMar DeRozan proved to be one of the top closers in our game.
You're totally right, GA. He led the NBA in fourth quarter points and finished second in clutch scoring. He embraced the challenge and thrived playing the role of the hero.
That one is no good. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
And he nails the third. Bucks trail by 4. It's Nelson up top. Fires the 3. They get it again.
Oh, how about the death touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Sanders. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Raptors in second.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Gomez. Off target with the jump hook. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Sanders. Got a piece of it. From downtown. A shot off that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. Rebounded by the Bucks. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game play.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
That ties the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
Making a switch here. Kings checked in. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
Deep. Traps in the tray. 42. He's got 8.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now the pass to Nelson. Trains the 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
It's deflected. And he gets it back. Off target from 3-point range.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Madsen, guarded by Nelson. Shoots it. And that one hits back iron. And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. Pass to Gomez.
Come get it, come get it.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gomez has got 6 points.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Here's Madsen. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Kicks it to Nelson. Elbow shot. It doesn't go for him. Now Toronto takes it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Now, here is Nelson. Good. He has 6.
Really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the Raptors call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Passes it to Pat. The 3. The rebound by Champ. Toronto trailer. Pass to King. Here's Shake and Bake. King outside. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Out left to the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Toronto's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's King. 17 points for him last game against Chicago. Beyond the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Nelson left side. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Shake and Bake. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Nelson outside. 4 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Kept alive. 6 changes of the lead here.
And both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Shake and Bake. Guarded by Nelson. Launches it. Shake and Bake. No good. Milwaukee in the lead. 1:31 left in the first. The Bucks working the ball around. In the corner, it's Nelson. They set the pick from the wing. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
There's shake and bake. Guarded by Nelson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
And the first one drops. And from second rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Toronto's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. The pass to Champ. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Nelson outside. Inside. Puts it up from 12. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Pass to Manson. Pass to Champ. From about 16. Pass to Manson. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Madson's got 5. Nelson looking around. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Raptors lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
27.
Tonight, keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I really like how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Bucks trail by 3. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Here's Ramsey. This game he had 10 points. And a miss there on the triple. Champ, the pass to Manson. Guarded by Nelson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 5 points in the game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
Here's Ramsey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Down low. The pass to Champ. Uncovered. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Champ's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Ramsey, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, you know, the angles are different. different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
And he makes the first. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacings. And you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
Here's Madsen, guarded by Nelson. Here's Madsen. He has 5. And it's off from three-point range. Nelson, the pass to Ramsey. Fires from deep. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Raptors leading by 6. No good on the triple. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now, here is Nelson. Pass to Patton. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Bucks foul. Nelson. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming out to the floor for your Bucks.
Here's Madsen to the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul. Second
The
team
Raptors have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Number 1. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. In fourth, the Raptors.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Here's Ramsey. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Passes to Patton. Goes up at the stripe. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Stripped away. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Madsen. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Madsen's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you got to hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out. Perfect.
Here's Madsen. 8 points for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Dickerson, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Now, here is Nelson. They set the screen. There's the pass to Ramsey. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 17.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Patton. One doesn't go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Dickerson misses from close range. Bucks trail by 12. The 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Now Sanders. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dickerson bangs home the trifecta.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Lets it fly. And again, the Bucks miss. Toronto leading by 15. Top of the key. Good work there as it goes. King's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
To the left wing. Shot to stop the run. And it's King with the rebound. Toronto's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. No one covering. 11 points in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Smitty OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
A moment now to see the numbers
turnovers for Sanders. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
I love it because he does so many things well. Defenses have to account for him even when he's not scoring.
Here's Pat. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
Here's Champ. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. 11 feet away. That one, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. The jump hook, that's a miss. His 5th, 8 made field goals. Raptors leading by 20. To the paint. And Sanders throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Over to the wing. They need this one. Good on the 3-point shot.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Here's Champ. An 11-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Here's Patton. The high post shot gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Shake and Bake. No good with the triple.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Fires the 3. It's good from long range. 5 points in the game. Here's Champ. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Passes it to Sanders. Here's Hall. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Hall's got 5 points so far. Bucks trail by 18. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Champ. Inside, here's Sanders, and finished off by Sanders.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And the Bucks with possession here after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Patton, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Toronto calls timeout. The Raptors making a switch here. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Champ, a top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
He's really showing what he can do. I mean, providing an impressive knack offensively for a first-year player.
.131 left in the first half. And the Raptors miss again.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Pass to Shake and Bake. Shot clock at 6. And he lays it straight in. 15 points in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
The pass to Nelson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 2 points. That one goes. 19 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Raptors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Both good from the line that time.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in the pace. And
all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that matchup with the...
And now let's talk about the first half we just watched. A fantastic performance for the Toronto Raptors.
This offense has been off the charts good. I mean, we're seeing player movement, ball movement. Guys are getting in the right spots and spacing on the floor.
Just an incredible first half display. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Milwaukee with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
First personal foul.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And the NBA has favored three-point shooting here as of late,
which has made players like Luke Kennard very valuable in the process, GA. The lefty stroke of Kennard is a thing of beauty, and he shoots the three ball with such confidence.
And Nelson, no good on that one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Baseline J on the way. Tries again. And yes, it's good. And the Raptors lead by 18.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Pass to Gomez. Over to the left wing. Inside. Rebound by the Raptors.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
King, right side. Fires from 14. That one misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. At 3 off the mark. Raptors leading by 18. And here's Sanders, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Clock at 6. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Out to Nelson. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all
personal
over.
foul. First team foul.
For Toronto, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Milwaukee making a switch here. Nelson's checked in. Hall's checked in for the Raptors. Champ comes in for King. Both shots good from the stripe. Milwaukee with the ball. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. Passes it to Gomez. For 3, Nelson buries the long-range jumper. Nelson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Sinks the triple. Hall's got 8.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now, here is Nelson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Gomez. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Sanders with the ball. The 10-footer. He squares up and sinks it. 23 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Gomez. From 7. And no good that time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Now here's Sanders. Here's Champ. Back to Sanders. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Nelson outside. Sanders covering. Nelson outside. And the Bucks miss again.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. Just couldn't hit it.
That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Patton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Champ. The rebound by Patton. Patton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nelson, the pass to Nelson. Here's Patton. Sanders covering. Driving to the basket. Patton's shot is off. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Kicks to Sanders. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sanders has got 10 points in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And that one is good. Toronto, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Champ. Now the pass to Hall. A three-pointer off the mark. The Bucks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Nelson outside. Jacks up a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Nelson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Toronto calls timeout.
How about a 10 round of applause for your Bucks breaker crew? Come on, fans!
We can. Let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. In the 3rd spot, the Bucks.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim. Toronto leading by 23.
Sanders passes to King. Back to Sanders. Toronto working the ball around now. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. From deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Pass to Hall. Takes the three. The rebound by the Bucks. Gomez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Hey, yo, right here.
Fades and shoots. The shot, no good.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the defense of Jared Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Raptors getting the bucket. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Milwaukee ball.
Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
There's the pick to the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Number 42.
Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
At the line for the Bucks.
Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
The Bucks making a switch here. Ramsey's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Madsen, he's checked in for Sanders. That one misses. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but, Craig, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Milwaukee's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. King against Nelson. Passes it to Pat. Takes a shot at the elbow. Got a piece of it.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Madsen. He's got 8. Nelson with the rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Pass to Madsen. Just 4 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. To the wing on the left. To the inside. The fadeaway. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Shake and Bake. Averaging about 7 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
What I love is he heats up quick because when you're on the second unit, you have no time to mess around.
And there's the pass to Hall. Here's Madsen. There's the 3. That shot, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And we we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Nelson outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Patton. From the arc. And the three ball is good. Patton's got 5.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Here's Madsen. 8 points for him. Passes to Hall. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Hall's got 5 points now in the quarter. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Hey guys, there are some you can give that shot to. But let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Madsen. Pass to Hall. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 11.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Nelson, no luck. Raptors leading by 22. 16 feet away. It's tipped. To the left side wing. Off target with his 3. Toronto's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Fires the 3. No good. Shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. The pass to Patton. Shake and bake grabs the miss. Toronto shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Up and in on the layup.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot.